run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. Better run when you hear that. I said
Run when you hear that. Better run when you hear that. I said
run when you 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 hear that. I said better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that.
Alright, there we go. There we go. Got it now. Hopefully everybody can hear me now. Give me a thumbs up if you can. If there's no sound at all, then please, please, please let me know. Do I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? That would be great. Who hears me? Anyone? Rachel, can you... You're silent. Am I still silent? Dear, dear, dear. Oh... So I can't be heard at all. Hold on. Alright, let's try that again. Nah, still getting nothing. Am I still dead? You can hear me now. Right, okay, that's fine. Alright, cool. That's brilliant. Thank you for that. Guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to the show. We're flying solo tonight. Preferably... This is over to you tonight. If you've got questions you want to ask, topics you want to discuss, I'm open. Well, really open to talk about anything Jetski related or, anything related. And it could be even a bit of audio, media stuff, that kind of stuff, cameras, that sort of thing. Now, while I'm on the subject of cameras, earlier on, I did a little kind of setup for the show tonight, and I used these little bad boys. There we go. That's what I used. These little bad boys are the Ray-Bans Meta. Now, these are an older model. Well, they're not an older model because they are new, but they have now just recently released Oakleys. With the Ray-Bans as well, with Meta. So Meta Oakleys they've got now. They're the new version, a little bit stronger. The battery lasts a bit longer. I've only been using these a couple of times, and I've got to say they're pretty good fun. I said this last week. You could buy a pair of polarized Wayfarers for about $300, probably a little bit cheaper. But I got these for $389, and it's got built-in AI. I can ask it a question like Google, and it will answer the question for me. I could point my camera at whatever I'm looking at and ask them to identify it, and it will tell me what it is I'm looking at. And camera as well here is on this side, and the shutter is on the top here, just at the top part here, and hopefully you can see that. Once for a photograph, twice for a portrait, for a portrait style video, which you can use on TikTok or Instagram. That's what these are for. I just think they're good fun. Now, I did forget to switch the go live off earlier on when I did the video, which is why you ended up seeing my mush off the camera on my phone, because although I stopped this, it switched back to my camera on my phone, and hence why you saw my ugly mush on the screen. But they were good fun. I haven't used them out on a ski. I don't know how well they would be. They're allegedly waterproof, but not to the point where you can throw them in the water and hopefully they still work. But you can take them out and give them, they're waterproof to a certain degree. Okay, so $3.89 for these ones, Aussie dollars. That's how much I paid for these. The Oakley ones are more expensive because they're a little bit more advanced. It's kind of a next step up, but they're good fun. Little charging case as well, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, just a fun bit of kit. And like I said, for an extra $80 or $90 more than a normal pair of Wayfarers, polarized Wayfarers, you get a little bit of fun with them as well. The AI thing is just amazing. Like, I wear them like nothing, and you can have a conversation. I can speak to people on phone calls through my phone and also on Messenger as well, Facebook Messenger. So it's really, really quite convenient, and it'll also read out messages to me. Now, the only thing it can't do is you can't dictate a note or a message back to someone and it will then be typed out and sent. It can't do that, unfortunately, but I don't know, maybe the Oakley ones can, but hey, good bit of fun anyway. So I'm still learning them. That's only really the second or third time I've kind of played around with them, but yeah, good fun for them. So definitely worth a little look if you're interested in something like that. If that's the kind of tech, geeky kind of thing that you're into, which I am, I love those kind of things, definitely worth a look. All right, so we've got two in the room at the moment. I'm not too... Oh, we've got one in. Rachel, I think you're still there. No guest tonight. Next week, I've got Dave Vennell lined up for the show. And we're going to talk about what's happening over in New Zealand with their competitions coming up, their little winter series that's coming up. So we'll talk about that, and we'll see what Dave's got to say. I haven't seen Dave since last year when he was over in Queensland racing. So hopefully we'll see him again here soon, or hopefully I'll see him maybe over there in the near future. So yeah, so what kind of stuff are we going to talk about tonight? Listen, some of the main topics that keep coming up are camera fixings on skis, insurance on skis as well. Insurance is always a big topic. It's not something that some people do it. They insure their skis, they insure their trailers, but there are a number of people that don't. Hey, listen, that's their prerogative, totally their choice. I totally respect that. Just be mindful of the financial consequences of, in the likelihood that something might happen. That's the only thing you got to consider. I'm not sure how I would feel if someone came into me and found out they didn't have insurance. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would. I wouldn't be happy, put it that way. But again, that's the risk they take. I am insured. Now I'm with Nautilus. Chris, are you? Please tell me. Are you jumping on the round 3 this weekend, or are you dodging that? Remember, you got to qualify for the Nats. Oh, you've already raced this year, haven't you? Yeah, you've already raced. You qualify for the States anyway. Be good to see you up at the weekend, though, if you're coming up. Yeah, so Insurance wise, I'm with Nautical Marine. Nautical Marine, that's it, that's who I'm with. Just couldn't even remember. Guys, if you're going to have a brand new ski, you're going to be paying, you know, with any of the main insurers, you're going to be paying at least $1,000 plus for the year. I'm paying just over $100 a month for mine. Previously, with my other ski, which was 14 years old and half the value, I was only paying $670 it was. So a big difference, and it's certainly something that pays to shop around. That's a shame, Chris. It'd be good to see you, mate. Hopefully renew that rivalry with Frankie again, which Frankie never seems to win, but hey-ho. But anyway, yeah, so insurance is obviously a big one, and it's one that keeps coming up all the time. Camera fittings, like guys, the main cameras that are getting used at the moment are the DJI camera, action cameras. You've got the Insta cameras, and you also have the GoPros as well. Each have a varying degree of mount, which is slightly different. Some people stick those mounts onto the bodywork of their skis. Some people have got brackets, either manufactured or they've purchased those brackets that fit those particular types of cameras. But some of the other ones that are used are the Railblazer, sorry, which is a kind of a universal fixing, which gets used for a variety of different things in the marine industry, from boats through to... Good evening, Kelly. Stranger. Yeah, so it's an interesting setup that they have there as far as the Railblazer is concerned. It's quite a universal thing for a variety of different bits of equipment. Cameras is one of them. I've seen them primarily used for the long 3-meter safety, the long 3-meter selfie sticks for the Insta360 cameras. I have seen shorter versions of that pole as well, which is the one I've got. It's not one that I use, I just hold it by hand. I have seen other people using it by hand, and some of the results are amazing. It's certainly something to consider, think about well. You're making a big investment on a camera, which is costing you anywhere from $600, $700, $800, $900 or more, depending on the setup that you have. It's worthwhile making sure you've got a robust fitting system that attaches to your ski that will hold your camera in place. A lot of people would suggest, and I would as well, if you can, is use some kind of restraint strap, lanyard, anchor, cable, kind of thin wire or whatever, just to give it an extra point, so that if the bracket itself or the mounting itself actually breaks, you don't lose your camera in the water. It's still bumping against the side of your ski. Yeah, it's bumping against your ski, but you've saved yourself a $900 camera or an $800, $900 camera. So it's definitely worth researching and having a look for the suitable mountings for yourself. Most of the major suppliers will have options for you. Manufacturers that usually have them, that do bespoke type work, is Jet LEDs. Ant there will fix you up with something that's suitable for your needs. If he doesn't have it in stock, he will come up with something that will help get you across the line and secure your cameras. But the same with anything, including your Garmin's, your navigation aids and stuff like that. Ant's got some great fitting systems, brackets that are bespoke ones that can be made, custom made, whatever. He 3D prints as well, so he can come up with some stuff as well through that. He's not the only one. You need to shop around, go through the major dealers, Shoreline, Brisbane Kawasaki, JSW, Shoreline itself, obviously, both Yamaha dealer and the Sea-Doo. They will point you in the right direction. If they can't do it themselves, or if they don't have it, they will certainly point you in the right direction, or they may know of someone that can manufacture it for you, and then they can get it in for you. So shop around. It does pay to shop around and get the best deal for yourself. you're making an investment in some good camera gear. Make sure you've got it secured properly. All right, now what else should we go talk about? Let's have a look at videos, and plenty of images going up. There's plenty of pictures that go up from various rides. What seems to have been lost lately over the past year or two has been the art of putting together a little video. Now, I've heard the old saying, oh, after a minute or after 90 seconds, people lose interest in the video. Yeah, that's true. But with that, you also there's a trade-off there as well, because you've got to cram everything into that 60 seconds or 90-second video. Whereas if you can do a 2.5 to a 3 minute video, then I like to see them. I like those types of videos. It's, because you get a good look at what's been going on, what people have been up to on their rides, where they've went, and the joy that's shared by everyone when they're all on it. And instead of it just being a flashbang, pop, go, and it's done, I like to sit and watch it. I'm probably a little bit old school, but I'm interested in those things. I like those kind of things, and it would be really, really nice to see more people doing those kind of videos. Reliv's good, but a lot of it's just the fixed graphics which they supply you. For me personally, I enjoy putting those kind of videos together simply because it's a bit of a work. You love the work that you're doing. I do. I love putting those little things together and sharing them with people. But some of the videos I get in, I end up having to edit some of them myself just to make it more worthwhile for people to watch. And that's just me. And I change the soundtrack. I've got to change the soundtrack purely because I have to. Facebook gets a bit funny when it comes to all that kind of stuff. Mr. Ben, please tell me you got your entries in for this weekend, mate. I think you and Dan are about the only ones I think that haven't put your entries in yet. There are some others, but the most obvious candidates that haven't done it yet. I should have said that your competition was last weekend, because Amanda asked me, Amanda's Ben's wife, I put a post up last week, and she thought the racing event was last Sunday. So she panicked a little bit and was like, oh, is it this weekend? Are the entries meant to be in tonight? And I should have said, yeah, they're meant to be in tonight. But hopefully Ben's got his entries in, so we'll see him on Sunday up at Atkinson's Dam. All right, now, let's go. This is probably going to be a short one. Where are we on? We're in 20-minute mark at the moment. Guys, if you've got anything you want to talk about, if you've got any videos or pictures you want to share, please, by all means, send them through to me. Tag Jetski Republic. I'd love to share them. If there's nothing, if there's only a brief amount of stuff, or if it's a collage of different things, I'm happy to do a small edit on it. It doesn't bother me. Like I say, I just love potting around and doing those little things. So, can you chase up Dan as well then, Ben, and see if he's got? I don't think he's got his in yet either. But yeah, I don't think Dan's got his in. All right, so let's. So I'm happy to share. Please, let's share what you have with me, and I'll put something together, and obviously give you guys the credit for it. And so it's a community thing. I want to share it. I want to get it out there so people can see what everyone's getting up to. It's nice to see everyone else's different perspective. Good evening, Angelique. I hope you're ready for Sunday. I don't know if it's going to be a cold one or not. I haven't actually really checked the weather. I think there's a chance of rain, but then it only said it was only going to be a couple of mil of rain. 60% chance of rain, I think it was. But then it said something like 3 mil of rain or something like that. So I don't know if that's going to come to much. Hopefully it's clearing up. That was a couple of days ago I looked at that. So fingers crossed it's cleared up. Woohoo! Nice one, Angelique. All right, now let's go round up. And like I say, we've got no guest on this week. I've got Dave Vennell's going to be on next week. It's going to be freezing. I think it will be. I'm going to have my jack. No. Come on, Angelique. That's not fair. I'm a Scotsman. I'm still hot-blooded. although my wife would probably say different. Probably say I'm cold-hearted. But no, I'm going to be rugged up. So I'm bringing my jacket, my extra jacket and everything. I won't be cold this week. So yes, that'll be good. And I'll make sure this time I don't put my drone in the trees. All right, Amanda, chase up that man of yours. Forgot his entry. Dear, dear, dear. All right, now let's go round up. Where are we at? All right, now I put this one up. This weekend, New Orleans. The reason being is we have one of our own from down under. Well, New Zealand. Noah Skips, no stranger to the show, who will be racing for Farthing Racing in the pro race this year. So I put this up. This may be streamed live. I'm not sure if it is though, because P1 Aqua X are a bit notorious for not putting a live stream up, or if they do, it doesn't stay there for long, and then it disappears again. And even then, they don't promote the live stream link if they do put it up. It's probably being televised somewhere, but they don't put any links up to tell you where that might be and where you can find it. So, Noah, if you're watching, I know you're over in the States just now with, busting your guts with with Devon and the rest of the crew. Good luck, mate, and all the best to you. So that's this coming weekend. Let's get rid of that one. We're going to New Zealand again. Not a great deal there happening. They've got their winter series coming up, starting on the 27th of July. Like I said, we're going to have Dave Venel on next week. We'll have a little bit of a chat with that and catch up with Dave again. Again, Dave's no stranger to the show as well. He's always a welcome visitor, of the welcome guest on the show. Good evening, Dave. I know you're tuning in. Hope everything's well with you. So yeah, they're shaping up to do some racing next month, July 27th. So it's coming together for them. There's the dates that they've got up: 27th July, 31st of August, September 28th. So like where he says here about the international tracks, we'll get a bit more detail from Dave next week about it, just to kind of shed a bit more light so everybody knows what it's going to look like. So yeah, that'll be interesting to get Dave on. That'll be nice. QPWC, obviously, we've got round 3 this weekend of the Winter Series. I have been asked by Jamie, club president, to thank the sponsors. Something we've got to do in round 2. It was going to be a mention about it, and completely forgot all about it. So 8-1 Racing, we've got Juma Group, we have WLE Designs, we've got Onyx Shower Screens and Wardrobes, and I'm missing one. Who else is it? Oh, and Sherry Bell, Psychiatrists, is also one of the sponsors as well. Jetski Republic's got their name on there at the moment, but we sponsored the amateur class and they never had any entries in the amateur class. So I might carry that forward to the state titles. I'll speak to Jamie about that one. But guys, without your support as sponsors, supporting the future of the sport, these things would not be possible. So again, we want to thank the sponsors for their contributions and their support. It's very much appreciated, so thank you. So round 3 this Sunday. Still a lot of places up for grabs. We've had a good few number of entries in today and over the past few days, so that's great to see, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more to come. So we're just waiting to see what the final tally is going to look like come midnight tonight. You can, of course, put your entries in late, but you will incur extra fee, which is a little bit more expensive than it would be if you just buy it before midnight. So so get yourself in there, round 3. Remember, this is the last qualifying event, which will which will make you eligible to race in the state titles in August. Okay, so remember that. All right, so please get your entries in for that. Unless you have raced in an affiliated or eligible event in the last 12 months, then you will have to race in this one. in order to qualify for it. Okay. So Dave's just come back there with their events. They're talking prize money as well. So wow, well done, Dave. That's pretty good. Dave, they are like something we didn't really have last year, and kind of QPWC made a bit of a push to put that, to chase that up a little bit more. And yeah, it's without them, a lot of things are not possible. So yeah, thank you guys. All right, so round 3, Atkinson's Dam, this coming Sunday. I'm going to be there. I'm going to try and capture as much stuff as I can again. I'll have some photographs. I'll take my drone. Ben, thank you for getting my drone out the tree a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully you don't have to do it again this week. And if anybody is a budding photographer, drone pilot or whatever, I've already asked someone if they want to come down with their drone. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to come down, but he's a way better flyer of the drone. He's almost pro level drone flyer. He does a lot of graphics and media stuff using his drone, and I've said to him, why don't you come on down and chase some skis around the track? So we'll wait and see if he shows up. Unless he confirms over the next couple of days, hopefully he might just show up on the day. So we'll see what happens there. It'll be great if he shows up, because you'll get some great footage from him. All right, now QPWC, that's them. Where else have we got? Now we're going on to the rec stuff. Good evening, Jake. Josh, good evening. Let's go rec stuff. Jetski Tasmania have got a couple of rides coming up, not this weekend, but the weekend after, and a couple of rec rides that they have, celebratory lunches and get-togethers with the gang. And I think, yeah, one of them's on the 5th of July. Let me just double check this one in case, because the one on the 6th was changed. So it's been changed to the 6th. So Friday and Saturday respectively, not Friday, Saturday and Sunday even. Saturday and Sunday will be the 2 rides that they have, 2 social rides, and then they'll have their annual dinner and their AGM the following month. Okay, so if you're in Tassie, looking for a ride on the water, hook them up, look them up, and see what they can do for you. If it means riding buddy up with someone, and if they're happy, then and you're happy, let's make it happen. So that's Tasmania. Jetski Adventurers, been a bit reasonably quiet, although, yeah, somebody almost in there. I know that feeling. Yeah, so they've been quiet. What I will do though is they do have, Carl and the group do have the Jetski Adventurers Fraser Coast Escape 2025 coming up, which is actually 20th of September through to the 24th of September. Look it up, it's an actual event. Urangan boat ramp. It's obviously going to be riding around the Fraser Islands and with Humpa and that, so that'll be a good one to look up, and fingers crossed. I'm planning on going to that one, so I just got to get my accommodation confirmed. I keep saying to Carol, oh yeah, I'll get my accommodation booked, I'll get it booked, and then yeah, I just keep forgetting. I just keep pushing it to the back of my mind. So yeah, if you're planning on going, book your accommodation, get your booking confirmation, and send a copy of it through to Carol. Carol will then officially put your name on the list, and then that's it, ready to go. 4-day adventure. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I'm really looking forward to that one. So a good group of people that I can see that are going. So if you're interested, look it up and get yourself involved, and hopefully we'll see you up there at the Fraser Coast. Alright, so that's Jetski Adventurers. Kevin and his gang on Jetski Social Southeast Queensland. I hope you guys can see that video. Just a little teaser of some of the rides that these guys are doing. These guys go out in pretty much all weather, pretty much. Like, you've got a hardcore group of guys that will go out when the weather's not particularly good, when a lot of people wouldn't go out, they would still go out. But obviously it's not always for the faint-hearted. So bear that in mind if you are planning on joining one of their rides. They can be a little bit intense at times because of the certain conditions. That's the way they like it. That's the way they do it. That's the way they do things. They don't hide from the fact that that's what they do. They make that clear that that's what they do. So just bear that in mind if you're going on rides with them. They're good fun, a good bunch of people. So by all means, join them. And if you stick the course with them, then I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy the ride. So they look pretty good. It looks really nice. Another one, Nick Carmichael, sunset ride last night up in the city. Let's get that open. You can see that. It's lovely. That's beautiful. Okay. Wow, beautiful. All right, so that's Nick Carmichael. There's another one. That's Dimitri going through out of Jacob's Well. Ooh. I'm going to have to cut the music down a little bit because otherwise I'll get shut down by Facebook. But there's a little mangrove run. Let me just blank that out so I don't get shut down. Good evening, Charlie. Yeah, nice little ride around the mangroves. So good little video there from Dimitri. Nice one. Looks great. I think that's pretty much that one. For them, that's their. I put this one up. This one popped up earlier today. I thought this was quite funny. Let me just. They've got their winter trek, which is coming up. If you're interested in that one, look them up. Jump on board. If you're down that way, yeah, it's be a cold one. But I thought that was a great video. Bearing in mind the number of these videos that have been going around. Bearing in mind that the number of these types of videos that are going around, I thought it was pretty funny when it popped up. So well done to the guys, to Pete, for that one. I don't know if he did it or whether he got someone else to do it for him, but it looks bloody good. So well done. All right, so that's that one. Jetski Riders Gold Coast in Brisbane. Speaking to the admins on this one, there's been a lot of a lot of posts for people trying to sell their skis. Now, it's not what the ski's all about. It's not what the page is all about. There are other pages for that kind of stuff. It's purely to encourage riding and things associated to it, not for the sale of your skis. So we're going to be trying to delete them. They will be getting deleted. We've got the okay for it. So there will be things with little ones popping up where it might be an accessory or something like that. That's fine, but it was getting ridiculous. We were getting like 5 or 6 a week that were popping up. In fact, we were getting some guys posting their skis twice a day. It was just ridiculous. So we gave the green light to cancel, to remove them all. Okay, so we're getting back to skiing with the Jetski Riders Gold Coast in Brisbane, and that's the way we're going to do it. All right, now one final thing before I sign off for the night. Now this one here, Rachel O'Grady's been at me, and I was going to be doing this one anyway, but happy to still follow through on that. Greg Ward has got Living in Wake page. He is doing a therp ski. It's a mental health ride down in New Zealand. It's near Rotorua, and they're looking for riders to jump on board. I think it's the first 30 riders is what he's aiming for to make it worthwhile. He's got a few people signed up already, so it looks like it's going to be a cracker. Let me just play this one and you get the message from Greg. Beautiful, beautiful. Love the message. I love the video. It hits home. Guys, I don't know, gentlemen, sorry. I don't know about any of you, but I'm not ashamed to admit that mental health has affected me, and it still does to an extent. You know, with my illness, it is a mental battle for me. But leading up to all the diagnosis and that, and the unknown, really had an impact on me. And yeah, I kind of went into hibernation for quite a long period of time. My plan was to join Greg on this ride, and then I realised it clashed with the state titles here in Queensland. So unfortunately, I'm having to skip this so that I can be at the state titles. And I wish Greg all the best with this, and I really hope he raises a ton of money. Guys, if you can get on board and help, support, even if you can't make it to New Zealand, maybe a small donation to it, to his cause, that would be really appreciated. And you know, I'm sure he'll love every one of you for helping out and contributing. So yeah, dive in there, help him out. Look him up if you want to get on the ride. He's definitely looking for riders. As you can see there, he does have a few. He's got some riders. One, obviously Greg, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. So good on him. And the more the merrier. If you can get the full allocation of 30, that would be fantastic. So, Dave, are you still doing that ride? It'd be great, because I keep waiting. I keep waiting on Nathan's little. I keep waiting on Greg putting up a welcome on board, Dave. And yeah, I think you're dragging your heels a little bit, mate. You're all right. Well, you get yourself set up on that, mate, and I'll make a contribution to your fund towards the bigger cause. Okay, so I look forward to that one, Dave. All right, that's that one. Now that's the final one. That's the final page that we're needing to talk about. The final topic we need to talk about. I'm pretty much done for this week. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I'm looking forward to round 3. I'm looking forward to seeing the last round of the club series, which concludes this weekend. And then next month we've got the Cameron Martin Memorial Endurance event, which is another one-day event, 3 30-minute enduros around Somerset Dam. And then the month after that, in August, we've got the 2 days of state titles up at Somerset Dam as well. So still plenty of racing to come. I'm going to get up there and cover what I can, and hopefully you can all make it up there as well and follow some of what's going on as well. Share your pictures, share your what I would suggest is maybe a hashtag. Let's go hashtag QPWC 2025. Okay. Let's use that as a hashtag, and then we can use that as a point of reference for all your pictures and videos that you may have relating to the racing. Okay, right, guys, that's me for this week. I'm going to sign off with just another whet the appetite for the coming weekend's racing, and it's one that I put together off the back of last round. I'll leave you with that, guys, until next week. Dave, looking forward to getting you on, old friend. Until next week, be safe, respect each other, have a great time out on the water wherever you happen to be, and most of all, look after each other and look after yourselves. Okay, take care, guys, and I'll leave you with this video.